Hey there, everybody. We're going to make a simple and fairly inexpensive Christmas gift. What we have here are the supplies you'll need. A 2-foot piece of wood. This is a 1x4. You can get it cut at the hardware store. We have some small clothespins. So I couldn't find just plain small clothespins, so I had to get the kind that have a little something on them, and we'll just pop that off. It's got a little chalkboard on it. We'll need a dozen of those, paintbrushes, a glue gun and glue sticks, some paint, depends on what color you want to make your item, a sponge, we're going to do a little bit of sponge painting in a little bit, a ruler for measuring. I did a printout of the words that I want to put on here. It makes it really easy to get the words to look just so. You can pick your font and everything like that. Just print it out at about 20 inches. And that'll fill it up without getting too close to either end. A drill with a drill bit for drilling holes so we can put a hanger on it. And on the other side there's some jute twine. And we've also got some beads to decorate with later, and a pencil for marking our holes and where our clothespins are going to go. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to measure and drill the holes for the hanger. The measurements I did for the holes are 1/2 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from each side. So now I have the marks on the wood. What I've done is I've got a cutting board underneath to stop myself from hitting my table, and I've used just a tape roll, something to push it up so that when my drill goes through, it doesn't go into the cutting board. And then we'll move on to putting on our base coat of paint. Okay, so I'm going to do a sort of snowstorm theme for this one. So I'm going to make the base coat black. I'm using black acrylic paint. And now we let that dry. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our clips and we're going to take these cute little chalkboards off them. So using the lettering templates, we're now going to place and glue the mini clothespins to our project. And we've painted them black, and now we're just going to sponge paint over top, kind of in a diagonal direction, using a couple of different colors of blue and white to give ourselves that snowstorm sort of effect. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our letters, put them back in the middle, and mark where they go. This part gave me a lot of trouble. What you can see here is me working with an X-Acto blade and scratching the letters actually into the layers of paint. Normally I would use a dotting tool or a pencil and just sort of press it in, but with the layers of paint the way they were, so thick, it was not working and I was not able to see the outlines. So with the X-Acto blade, I actually scratched it into the layer of paint, and it was a little bit easier to see when I went to paint it. Now that we have the lettering scratched in, you can see it right here, I'm going to carefully follow the outlines and paint it in. I'm just going to put some of this white glue in places where I want the glitter to stick. We have the layer of varnish done. So what we're going to do is just our last little decorations. I have some small snowflake sequins, some small silver sequins, blue faceted beads in 2 different sizes, and these crystal snowflake shaped beads also in 2 different sizes, a small and a large. And I'm just going to distribute them so that they look good, and that'll be that part done. So I bought this jute twine at the dollar store. So just pick a length. Here you see me threading the jute twine through the holes from the back. You can use a longer piece than you're going to use eventually, and you'll trim it off in the front. Then you tie double knots, so 2 knots, one right over top of the other, and trim it off. And there we go with them hanging on the wall. You can see there's a second one there that I had done earlier, kind of to test out the idea. It's done a little bit more simply. The nice thing about doing it yourself is you can choose how you want to decorate it. So you can go like over the top, crazy, or you can go really, really simple. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and come back for more crafts and homesteading and mechanical and cooking, you name it, we do it here. So have a good day.